What's up guys, my name is Solus Baby, and today I want to go over the Spiteful Fang, the new bow that drops out of the Izanami Forge. I really like this bow. I wasn't originally going to review it, but after playing with it for a little while and having some discussions with my friends about it, I thought it was definitely worth the video. Me and my friend always have discussions about bows. Arsenic Bite versus Subtle Calamity is generally our main topic. My friend likes the Subtle Calamity while I like the Arsenic Bite, and he always tells me the only reason he likes the Subtle Calamity is because it runs with random rolls, and he said he would like this bow even better since it's a faster fire rate and it has random rolls. So, I'm going to go over what I think the best perks are to have on this bow, the best combinations of weapons to use with this, maybe the best mods that you can use with it as well, for both PvE and for PvP. So let's just get right into it. The roll that I have has Polymer String, Compact Arrow Shaft, Snapshot Sights, and Rampage. I don't think that's a god roll, but it's not too bad. What I think the best thing you can have is Elastic String, which decreases your draw time. Either Compact Arrow Shaft or Natural Fletching, just because Natural Fletching increases stability. It's not that noticeable with bows, the stability things, especially if you're on a PC, but on console it's a little noticeable. If you like to land that second headshot without having to move your cursor or your thumbstick in any way, some more stability might help you. Now, the third slot's kind of where you start getting a little bit of wiggle room. Snapshot Sights is one of my favorite perks for it, but I think it's probably the bottom of the tiers as to what I'm about to tell you. So Snapshot Sights, moving target's a really, really good one. I love that for anything PvP related because you're always going to be strafing left or right. Anybody that has used a bow for any amount of time knows that strafing is a must. You gotta pop in and out of cover, and moving target makes that target acquisition just a little bit better, and I think it's totally worth it. The last thing that I recommend that you have on this weapon is Archer's Tempo. That one, I feel, is the best one for this third perk tree, because landing those precision shots, decreasing your draw time. Decreasing draw time on bows essentially just means you are lowering the time to kill. Anything that's going to lower your time to kill is way better in my book, especially for PvP. A lot of people are going to argue that you need explosive heads. I disagree completely on that, and here's why. If you're landing body shots, which is definitely not what you need to be doing with a bow, body shots will do about 500 more damage in PvE from what I've tested. If you're landing a crit, you are actually doing less damage if you're using explosive head because the explosion does not proc as a precision and does not get the multiplier like your regular bow hit would. And especially for PvP, it makes absolutely no difference. Headshot, body shot, you're doing the same damage one way or the other from what I've noticed. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. I've not played around with explosive head too much, but that's something I'd really like to know about as well. So explosive head's not what I would recommend on this gun. However, the last slot, 100% Rampage. Need it, gotta have it, love it, learn it, live it. It's fantastic. I don't think any perk in the last slot can replace Rampage in my opinion. Increasing your damage, increasing your time to kill on small adds and stuff like that. It's worth it, trust me. Now, I don't believe this bow is going to one-shot with a 3-stack of Rampage like the Subtle Calamity will. Might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that it won't. If it does, hey, more power to him. If not, then you're going to pretty much take anybody out that's got any amount of damage to it whatsoever. As far as mods go, I particularly like the freehand grip. That way you don't have to aim with this weapon as much. Don't have to look down sights. You just pull the arrow back, let it fly. You don't have to aim down the sights. Completely negates the need for snapshot sights and allows you to get those 2 hits without having to take the time to aim. The next one that I would recommend for you is Rampage mod. Obviously, you're going to need that if you got the Rampage stack on this, but I don't think it's as prolific as it is on guns like the Breakneck, because you're not going to be reloading. You're not going to think, gosh, if I just hadn't reloaded, I would be able to get that kill, have that other stack of Rampage. It just doesn't happen quite as much with bows, so I don't worry about it as much. The last one that some people have been using on this is Target Adjuster, I do believe. Not a bad perk either. I can't complain about any of those. In my personal opinion, I do believe that the freehand grip is going to be your best way to go. As far as Masterworks, draw time 100% is the best one you can have on bows. Decreases your time to kill. Perfect. I think with this, you'll be able to get down to a 600 millisecond flat draw time. Now, as far as pairing with this weapon goes, you see me rocking a Luna's Howl here, but I do believe something like the Kindled Orchid or the Thin Line would pair better because they have that higher impact. Here, even if I get the crit, I'm going to have to fire 2 bullets, whereas with Kindled Orchid, I feel like it would probably one-shot if I got the headshot. What my scenarios are here is if you get a crit and somebody's running at you and you don't trust yourself to pull the bow out and get that other shot, pulling out a hand cannon with high target acquisition or another shotgun is going to take that person out a little bit more consistently than a bow at very close ranges. If you're super comfortable with a bow, then that's not a really big problem, and run whatever you feel like. But me personally, one-on-one close range like that, I like to have something else that I can switch to. Luna's Howl's not bad, Not Forgotten good. Kindled Orchid's probably the better bet there, and Thin Line lastly, just because it's got such a high recoil. I don't know, it's just not one of my favorite guns for PvP. As far as PvE goes, this gun is fantastic. You're going to want to run that I-Kilo shotgun with it. Totally worth using. And I've been waiting to have a good kinetic bow for a long time. I really don't care for the no turning back all that much. So, with that being said, guys, that's pretty much all I have to talk about with this bow. I think it's fantastic. Go give it a try yourselves. If you've got any helpful feedback for me, leave me a comment underneath this video. I'm all for the constructive criticism. If you like this video, gave you a good insight about this bow, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more Destiny content. With that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.